What's good, y'all? Talk. It's me, Big T. In this case, Tier. This time around, I'm presenting myself as my true form, my name, my artist name at the same time. And this is what y'all gonna get. I'm here to break down my song, Closed Walls. Let's get to it. A long time running, a long time coming, a long time running through walls, and I can't even recall. Honestly, I wanted to keep this part short. I mean, the whole chorus is there, but it's repetitive, but it drives the narrative of the whole song. And we go through so many barriers, so many events in life that those can make us or break us for the better or worse, depending on how we take it as it comes, and everybody takes things differently. Recently I was told by my mom that I tend to come to terms with a lot of things pretty easy, and I'm still trying to dive deep into the understanding why I take things so easy, as I take things in the way I do, and that's the part of the music that, it's a learning journey. It's therapy, honestly. I hope you read that note. I never knew it would take that long. All this time I've been standing alone. You turn water to ice, I turn sand into stone. These days it's hard to become a man on your own. At least I was taught how to greet a man at his home. Me, I'm just a fan of the throne. But maybe lately I just needed to grow. Honestly, that verse it has a lot. Each verse I write has a lot layers into it. But to sum it up, more or less, everything we go through, it's part of our journey. It's part of the long run. It's part of the end goal in our lives. That, whether you're religious or not, it's what's set in stone from the beginning. And I believe things are connected. I think a lot of things intertwine. I tend to, as I grow older, a lot of things start to make sense to me as to who I am, as to why things are, as to, it just aligns, and I feel like the person I am is what's going to make me a better person. I feel like everything I've gone through is what kind of built me into who I am today. And the catch is I still have a lot more to go. This is only my first few singles, first EP dropped or so I still have a lot that's got to be unpacked, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna take the steps it requires to get there. It's gonna be hard to see where I'm at this time. Even when I'm stuck, they had to leave me behind. Told them closed curtains, but I'm easy to find. I'm seeing down a road, I still leave it a line. Happened too fast, I might need a decline. Even for you, I'll be leaving a sign. Not a 12 or 6, probably 3 or a 9. Even in the dark, it's hard to see in my mind. See, in this world, in this life, I feel like nobody can do it alone. Nobody. And even when you feel like you are alone, you're not alone. You're not alone. Look a little closer, you're gonna see who your real friends are. And that's one thing my granny said, before she passed. Rest in peace, love her soul. But she told me, you're gonna learn real quick who your friends are. Them friends you think is your friends is not your friends, but you're gonna learn who's really there for you down the road. Who you're gonna learn and those people you gotta stick tight. You gotta super glue, gorilla glue, stronger than that if possible. The gravity that pulls everything down to this earth. And you gotta keep that aligned. I'm not the type of person to lead, and when it comes down to my people around me, I want them to know I'm beside them. I'm not in front of them. I'm not behind them. None of that. I'm right next to them, in the same boat, in the same position, fighting the same fight in the long run. We all have the same goals at the end of the day. So why not do it together? I wish I was more like you. Give me a change of view. That's pretty simple. I've always tried to look at other people, and we all kind of tend to do it without even noticing or even trying. Sometimes we all tend to take inspiration, and not only just inspiration, it becomes more than inspiration. It becomes trying to become who they are. Instead, you got to become who you are. You know, and that gets hard to do in this world when there's so much of the same things happening or so much of the different thing. It just becomes hard to do when you got so many different options and roads and choices to make. So, you know, sometimes I do feel like I wish I was like that person. I wish I was better. I wish I was better at this, or dang, you know. But you, like I said, your choices make the things you go through, the situations you go through, is what builds who you are. It builds character, for the better or worse. Maybe you're meant to be the villain in this world. Maybe you're meant to be the hero in this world. You know, that's up for, you know, your own choice to make. Maybe I just needed a change. I'm never really hearing what I needed to say. Always left the rooms where I'm pleaded to stay. My mind's in tune with the moments I needed to wait. I wish I could have asked when I needed a way. Let me hold your hand if you need us to pray. They running around, but never seeing them play. Any feelings they had, I kept seeing them hate. Emotions can get crazy. You know, they can get very crazy depending on what you go through. And you gotta, your mind, your heart, your eyes, your mouth, all this is connected. So you gotta figure out how to get that in order together, you know, and find a balance in that. That's the world's about, finding a balance in your life. And whatever that balance means, like I said, whether you're playing the villain or the hero, you know, that can get tricky at times. That can get tricky at times, for sure. But, you know, also, in going through these choices, never, those friends that you have, those close people, never be scared to, like, speak up. Speak your mind. Say what you want to say what needs to be said, and just let it marinate. Let it be said. Let it be in the air. Let it be where it's at, you know. So forgive me for my sins. Give me a reason to keep looking within. How to retrace all the steps I've been. So that right there, honestly, it's like, you know, you can't look back. It happened. What happened, you know. And it's hard to come to terms with what happened. No matter what situation it is in life you're dealing with, a breakup, someone passing away, you lost a job, or you lost some money, or whatever it is, or a win even. What happened. Like I said, I come to terms with things pretty easily, and I still don't know why I come to terms with. I kind of hate that I don't come to terms with it sometimes, which I should be more appreciative of that. But you know, what happened, and you keep looking in the past. You're not gonna keep getting any further in the future yourself. You're not gonna keep growing if you keep, you know what I mean, keep looking behind. You're not gonna see what's coming in front of you like the headlights of a truck, and that's it. There's no looking behind anywhere. There's no looking anywhere anymore. You know what I mean? Like, no more of that. So let me take a seat for a minute. Guess they only came for a sentence. I only had to see it, they get it. Now they keep pushing past the limit. And even when I'm there, I done did it. Even while you there, I'm a tenant. They're playing both sides like the Senate. How to say the lies, I ain't with it. It's hard to put a nigga backseat to this shit. Even eyes closed, I believe in this shit. No matter what, don't let nobody take you off course. They can do this all they want. That's just they jaw moving. That's just they gum, them chewing some gum. You know what I mean? They just don't let nobody push you off course. They can say what they want. They can do what they want. As long as it's not knocking you off from your course, as long as it's not knocking you off from your career, your choices, your goals. And even when you get to your goals, keep going. Keep going towards those goals. Keep pushing to higher goals. There's always something new to keep. Growth never ends. This world's not dying anytime soon. So why are you stopping? Why are you dying down with what you're doing? There's no need for that. Keep going. Carry on. That's my song, Closed Walls. Y'all definitely go take a look, listen, whatever it is you gotta do. And I put my heart and soul into this one. It came out very different than a lot of the other previous songs I've dropped, and I love it, you know. But definitely expect some more, you know. It's been me, Big T, aka Tier in this case. Y'all already know what it is. Like, subscribe. Y'all talk. We out.